All right, so let me take it to attendance. Welcome everyone. Kashvi is here on such a short notice. Giant here. Welcome Abir. And hopefully the rest of the people will join. So please, as a reminder, have your camera on, have your original sound for musicians on, and we're gonna get started with Abir. Abir, please introduce yourself and what are you playing today?
My name's Abir and I'm going to be playing Sonatina in C. Can I start?
Yes. All right, good job. Abir, is that your first performance of this piece?
I did a performance on the first.
On the first part. So today you played the entire piece. Yeah, great job. Great job. For you're on the right track. For the most of the part that was nice and stable. And this is the tempo feels really good. I think this is the tempo you're gonna be playing, the final tempo. You shouldn't go any faster or you shouldn't play any slower. But still there is spots here and there, right, that needs to be cleaned up. So what do you think do you need to you need to improve?
There was one place where I forgot to put a F sharp.
Yeah, yes. So, how do you usually remember when you have accidentals like this? Like the piece doesn't have a F sharp next to the treble clef, but occasionally you're going to be playing F sharp. So, how do you remember?
I just try to memorize it.
Hmm. Do you have it circled in your music sheet? Like, is it highlighted? Is it circled?
At the top, I write F sharp.
Yeah, so my suggestion and recommendation, which is was working really good for my students, is when you see all the sharps that giving you trouble, just go ahead and highlight it, like annotate it, because there is something magical happen when you put pen to paper and you write things down, like your brain remembers better. Like for example, you could circle it and you can write F sharp. Maybe it's not exactly the spot, the part where you forgot the F sharp, but I'm just gonna giving you an example, right? Does it make
Yeah.
sense? Okay, and another thing is because you're still kind of like working on the piece, slow down a little bit and see if you can play in a slower tempo without making any mistakes, and only then you can try to speed it up and bring the tempo up. Okay, but you're on the right track. That sounded really good.
All right.
All right, Jayanth, you are next. Please introduce yourself and what are you playing?
Hello, my name is Jayant and I'm playing Enchanted Moments by Daniel Stella.
Okay, when you're ready.
Just the first page.
Okay. Okay. All right, Jayant. Very good. You got the good beginning too. Very nicely done. What do you like about your performance of the first part?
I thought it was like mostly in tempo and
Yeah, that you were keeping steady beats. Yeah, for the most of the part, you were keeping steady beats. And what do you think you still need to work on?
um probably like just not slowing down after lines like after measure 8. I'll be just trying not to slow down there.
Yeah, I was wondering if you heard that. But it's good. You know, the first thing to improvement is being aware. What is it that needs to be done? And then it's much easier to fix because it's much harder that you not even aware of what are you doing, right? Yeah, I kind of like noticed that you were slowing down somewhere here, but I thought it may be internet. You know, like sometimes internet lagging. And I thought maybe it's internet, like slow down. Okay, good. Yes, another thing that I would like to double check. Could you play this passage, please, for me again? From D da 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 da. Yeah, I felt like you sometimes you play the first time C sharp here, right? Which is
Yeah.
we don't have to do that. It's only F sharp, and the rest of the notes are the same. And once again, the same advice like I did for Abir, you could like if you keep doing the same mistake over and over, just annotate it in your digital copy or in your physical copy that this is going to be C natural right here, right? C natural, so you can write something for yourself. So C natural, no sharp. You can write no sharp or anything that will be helpful for you to remember to play regular notes here. And only F sharp is going to be played on the black note. And then yeah, that's good. You're on the right track. Um, did you practice with metronome?
Yeah.
Yeah, so keep practicing with metronome for the steady pulse. That's gonna be definitely helpful. All right, great work, Sharath. Let's do Kashvi. Let's do your piece. Please introduce yourself and what are you playing today?
My name is Kashmi and I'm going to be playing Minyona.
Alrighty. All right, Kashvi. The question for you, that was a great performance. Very good. The question for you, did you play by memory?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. All right, because I know you got this. You already learned it by memory. But what do you think that was so good job on memorizing it. Good job on keeping your transitions nice and steady. What was missing?
Dynamics.
Yes, and fermata right here, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, fermata. Especially that you could show the difference is right here from measure 9. Could you play from measure 9 to the rest of the song so that way you can play piano, this phrase, and then mezzo forte, and then forte right here, and stay on fermata a little bit longer. Uh-huh. What note are you playing in the left hand? Good. Let's do again from F sharp from this transition. Yeah, remember the piano doesn't mean slower. We still need to be
Oh,
keeping pulse. Let's do this transition going a little bit louder. Let's do last note a little bit softer. E. Yeah, yeah. So all of those notes, who else play in this piece? No? You guys don't play that? You probably played it last year, right, Giant? Did you play it last year? Abir, did you do the CM last year? Did you play this piece?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you suggest for Kashvi?
Speed it, smoothing it out, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Kashvi, my suggestion is like every end of the phrase, try to make that last note softer because this is minuet. It's very graciously needs to be performed like a dance. 1, 2, 3, and then da, then another ba. Yeah. So all of these measures that have this tenuto notes in the right hand, the second note is gonna play it softer. And this note is gonna be played softer, okay? And try to experiment more with the dynamical changes so it sounds different, okay? All right, guys, great work today. Thank you so much for joining. You're on the right track, and I'll see you next time. Bye.